Hello there. I will be reading my self-reflection questions, my self-evaluation questions for SPE 581, mild, moderate, practicum K through 6. Number 1. How did the arrangement of the classroom, the flow of the classroom routines, and your interactions with other teachers and students create an environment conducive to learning? Well, the classroom was set up by having two whiteboards on each side, one smartboard in the middle, one half of the room, 3 rows, 4 chairs, 4 desks in the middle one, 3, 4, and 3. Other half of the class, 3, 3, and 3, followed by the teacher's desk. It had a lot of room for walking around, checking work, and making sure the students were on task. It was very learning friendly, very good classroom setup spread across the room. Students were ready to learn, to gain new concepts and build on their previous lessons. All students were well behaved and eager to learn about place values of decimals. Well, that's what our lesson was about. It was a math lesson about place values of decimals. A lot of students even responded with yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. That was to my fellow teacher. Students seemed to react well to 2 different educators in the same classroom. If I missed on anything myself, Miss Harden was there to back me up, review anything I might have missed. The co-teaching covered everything in the lesson, everything that it was about. Number 2, were the objectives of the lesson clearly presented and appropriate for all students? Yes, it was. It followed the Alabama course of study for the students. Miss Harden and myself incorporated different learning techniques for all different learning styles in that classroom. Different modifications were made for all different types of learners. Number 3, were any instructional strategies ineffective? Elaborate on those you thought were ineffective. I could have devoted my lesson a little more towards expanded form. When I walked the room, they seemed to have more problems with expanded form more than anything else. Maybe I should have devoted more of my actual lesson to expanded form, working more expanded form problems on the board, having more student input, and actually giving more expanded form problems for classwork homework to see how they were getting it. Number 4, were all students actively and intelligently engaged in learning? How did you ensure they were all engaged in learning activities used? Yes, I believe they were. Students took part in answering questions verbally, writing examples, written practice, even involved in spinning a spinner during some portions of the lesson. An ideal situation would have included a place to place the answer on my actual decimal chart. It was very high up written on the board because it was too high for the students to write. So maybe if I could have planned that a little bit better to have my board a little lower. Number 5, did you use questioning techniques to stimulate curiosity, encourage higher order thinking and problem solving, and reinforce learning? Yes, I did. I explained how different timing methods were used down to the thousandths of a second, sometimes to determine a winner in different sports, such as football, basketball, different Olympic sports, to determine winners, losers, first, second, third place, how people finish a race. Even motorsports is down to decimals sometimes, a thousandths of a second of win, or it means a win or first place, or determining spots in a event of such. I involve sports because it seems to be a big part in these students' lives at Spring Garden School. I attempted to make the students think using different strategies, make them problem solve, and using specific praise to encourage everyone in successfully learning about the topic. Different pivotal praise, specific praise, to get the most out of each and every student in that classroom. Number 6, was there an opportunity for students to evaluate or measure their success? Yes, they were able to measure their success by being able to work independently. Yes, by Ms. Harden and myself spot checking their work, solving problems in class, completing their independent practice, their classwork and their homework, and then actually taking that up for a small grade the next day. Okay, number 7, did you display any personal habits that may have distracted from student learning? I did. I'm not sure if it actually distracted from student learning, but I did notice when I watched the video a couple of times, I say right, okay, different things I would really get docked for in a speech class. Another thing I noticed was my back was turned when I was working on the smartboard while Miss Harden, my co-teacher, was kind of sideways watching the class and writing at the same time. So that's something that I'm definitely going to try to improve on in future lessons. So try to turn my body more. So yeah, definitely use some improvement there. Number 8, was there an equal amount of ratio of teacher talk to student talk? I'd probably say for the whole lesson, there was more teacher talk, but all students were involved all the way through the lesson, responding orally to different questions, while they all worked on their place value handouts and their classwork and homework. So yeah, a lot of different questions, a lot of different feedback was given. So that's all. Thank you.